There's a big shift in the marketplace in terms of business funding, in that the mainstream banks, the major five if you include Santander, are finding it increasingly difficult to lend in an effective way to SMEs. And there's lots of reasons for that. One is one of cost. The payback for them in terms of their interest and dealing with lots of small companies seems to be not very effective for them for some reason. The second issue is the regulatory processes that have been put in place are restricting their ability to lend. So although a lot of those regulatory issues are required because of the way the banks have behaved in the past, it's really also squeezing them out of the marketplace. And also from a legal point of view, they're getting the rough end of the stick as well, because they cannot rely on their fixed and floating charges to access any monies that are held in the debtor book to offset any facilities they put out to the business. So everything is working against the mainstream banks, and accordingly there are some alternative providers of finance. So we're looking at crowdfunding, invoice finance, pension funding. There's a lot of alternative funding out there which is coming into the marketplace, which is gradually replacing the need for using the mainstream banks. Now in that regard, and in regard to personal guarantees, it's likely to create a different dynamic. With the invoice finance facilities, personal guarantees are less of an issue, because most invoice finance houses want to put them in place to ensure directors help out collect the debtor book. Some of them will pursue, but not a lot, and there's always a deal that will be done to make that work. Possibly a bigger unknown is the issue surrounding crowdfunding, where for the most part the crowdfunders are totally dependent on personal guarantees to back up their security. Now how that's going to work in the long term, I'm not sure. To what extent that investors in crowdfunding understand that as an issue, I'm not sure. But I think we're going to be in for some very interesting times as that develops over the next couple of years.